Good afternoon, brethren. I hope you're prepared today for our quiz. And I would have told you last week we're going to start from chapter 28 of Genesis. So please don't let me have to be pleading with you to get to the mic and to answer as quickly as possible. So please find your chapters. Now, where did Isaac instruct Jacob to find a wife? After the trouble that that his wife and him had with Esau's choice, where did he send Jacob to get a wife? Yes, Hosea, you can come.
He sent him to Padam Aram.
Yes, and what instruction did he give him?
To take a wife from his uncle, one of his uncle's daughters,
Thank
to be
you.
his wife.
Very good, Hosea. Okay. And when it seems that this bitterness that Esau had towards Jacob was continual, because regardless of what happened, he sought then to try to make amends. When Esau realized that his father had sent away Jacob with a blessing, he too decided that he was going to, although he had two wives already, he was going to try to appease his father and his mother. Appease. What did he do? What did Esau do when he realized that Jacob was sent away to get a wife? Everybody is speaking together and I'm not hearing it distinctly. Please go to the mic. Come on, I'm hearing all the rumblings, but I need to hear a distinct statement from someone. So please stand and say it. Even if you don't want to go to the mic, I will repeat. Ishmael's daughter, I only hear Ishmael's daughter. Yes, he went and he took one of Ishmael's daughter. Who was Ishmael to him? Who was Ishmael to Esau? His uncle, yes. He went to his uncle to get a daughter from his... What was her name? What was her name? I'm hearing the rumblings. I need to hear a clear voice. Mahalath, yeah, verse 9. Okay,
Before you go any further, Jacob was sent to get a wife from his uncle's home.
Yes.
Esau got one from his uncle's home.
Yeah.
What was wrong?
What was wrong with what?
Esau got one from his uncle.
Uh-huh.
Jacob got one from his uncle's home. What was wrong with Ishmael's choice?
With Esau's choice. Am I supposed to answer or the congregation supposed to answer? I think you better answer the question.
No, what I'm saying is, Jacob went to his uncle's household. Esau went to his uncle's household. One was justified, one was not. What makes the difference?
But remember that Esau already had 2 wives from Canaan. Hello? Verse. No, Jacob, when Esau made the decision, yes? But when Esau married those 2 wives before, from the time he was 40 years old, and he would have known that from before that he was not supposed to marry any Canaanite woman because they were not supposed to mix or to mingle or intermarry. And he went ahead and he got 2 wives. But it's only after that he got the word that Jacob was sent and blessed to go and find a wife from his mother's brother, that he decided then, all right, but let me do it too and see if he would please them. But the trouble had already started. Does that answer your question, Mrs. Smith? All right, well, could someone please answer the question? I cannot hear, so please go get the mic. I cannot hear, so please.
Yes. Okay, verse 8 said, and Esau seeing that the daughters of Canaan pleased not his father, then went he to them.
Because in the margin of my Bible, it says that those wives were evil.
Well, he know that.
Because they were Canaanite, and they were evil, and it wearied his mother. So I'm thinking that he would just sought to justify his action then to try to get another wife to please them. Mr. Smith? No, Sister Flora.
The family of Rebecca and Rebecca's family and so on seems still to have some semblance of worshiping the true God.
Yeah.
Well, Ishmael had already denied God and gone off on his own way. So to me, the difference is who worship who. Ishmael was all out into the world, the heathen and so on, while Rebecca's family still worship the true God. So they were different, completely different.
Mr. Smith, are you satisfied with that?
I'm satisfied with the answer because remember, when Ishmael was sent away, what was he said? What was said to him? That he would be a
Not
world
Ishmael.
Ishmael,
okay.
he would be a wild man.
Okay.
So the descendants of Ishmael, they were wild. They were not the worshippers of the true God. So Sister Flo is very correct on that. All I'm saying to you is, when you're coming, make sure you have all your P's and Q's.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Can we move on now? After God appeared to Jacob in a dream, and his pillows were actually the rocks. Could you please read to me, if you want to, what was the nature of the dream that he had? I'm hearing ladder, but I'm not hearing anything else. Sister Audrey? But you have to help her with the mic. Yes, Ariana.
A ladder reaching up to heaven.
I'm not hearing properly.
A ladder reaching up to heaven.
Yes, a ladder reaching up to heaven. And what else was, give me a little more detail, someone else.
And the angels of the Lord
Yeah.
ascending and descending.
Thank you. When Jacob arose that morning, what did he say? He made a vow unto the Lord. And what did he vow? When Jacob arose that morning, he made a vow unto the Lord. What was the vow? I'm not hearing anything.
Verse 20 says, and Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if God will be with me and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God. And he also talked about giving back a tenth of all that he possessed.
And he also made a vow that the place in verse 22 shall be God's house. What was the name of the place? Bethel, and the name before Bethel was Luz. Yes. All right, on to chapter 29. When Jacob, yes, Mr. Smith. We would have had that last week, Brother Smith. When Jacob arrived in Haran and inquired about his uncle, who was he shown by the men of the place? Sister Sonia, you coming to answer? Brother Sammy, you're going to answer that for me? I made Samuel bonus. Sister Stella, you have the answer? When Jacob arrived in Haran, he inquired about his uncle. Who was he shown? Hello? He was shown Rachel, yes. And what was she doing at the time when he first saw her?
I can hold it.
She was not watering flock. Hello? She was on her way to get the water. And what did Jacob do? Yes, Jacob rolled away the stone. And how did he greet Rachel? Brother Steve, I need an answer. Get to the mic, or get the mic. What record is there in the Bible of how he greeted her? Yes, and that's in verse 11. Jacob kissed her and wept. Jacob knew, the question is, why did Jacob weep? I'm sure that it had to be tears of joy to be able to meet, for the first time, his mother's niece. Not only that, Mr. Smith, Brother Smith has something to say, so
Now he would have said, asking the Lord for guidance, and he asked for a sign if this person that I draw water for respond a certain way, and it worked out so simple and so easy, he could not believe that God had answered his prayers so specific, and therefore that brought tears of joy to him.
I'm going to continue. I'm not going to. I never said it's not true, Sister Nurse. Anyway, how long did Jacob stay with Laban in Laban's house before negotiations were made about salary and all that? Yes, he stayed in his house a month. And how did the negotiations went? Brother Steve, I have to repeat what you say for the persons that are listening online. So could you please go to the mic and help us?
Putting it simple, the old man who came to talk first. I can't have you living in my house and working around here for nothing. So tell me what your wages are, because he was actually working for Laban.
Yes.
And he said, Laban, well, all right, let me get down to the nitty-gritty quick. I want one of these daughters to marry that you have, and I like this young one, you know. I always got eye for the young things. But, you want me to go further, or that's all you wanted?
No, go on, because
Oh.
the wages, what was
He said he got to work for him for some period of time.
some
7
period?
years being, that's real long to work for a girl, though, anyhow. But I got some fellas and barbers that work longer. And after 7 years, he would get the wife that he wanted.
Thank
All along in the back of his mind, he thinking, I can get the young one. But the father put a big
No,
scheme.
but he negotiated for Rachel.
Right.
He did negotiate for Rachel in the
But
beginning.
he didn't get Rachel.
All right.
He was
So,
tricked.
yeah, he was tricked. And what was the trick?
Well, the father said, well, it's customary in my island, in my place, that we don't give the younger one first. We give the old girl first. So, you had to end up with the older one first, and then you had to work a further 7 years. That'd be real love for truth. To get the other one afterwards.
So in all, how many years did Jacob serve to get Rachel?
14.
14 years. Thank you.
And she just still look good as day one when he first saw her. Yeah.
Now,
Yes, that was something I always had to ask. And I think that Sister Roberta said it. Did he have to wait 14 years to get Rachel, or he got both of them after 7 and worked extra 7? For the week. So you get all two?
yeah, he fulfilled it.
Wow.
He worked, in total, he worked 14 years for her. But he got after the 7th year and he fulfilled the week with Leah, because verse 28 says, and Jacob did so and fulfilled the week. And he gave Rachel his daughter to his wife also, yeah.
I kind of foolish. Though.
But he
What is this?
did have to work the additional 7 years for her.
Boy, some men got to work real long. Anyhow, me ask a foolish question though. Was this fulfilling of a week? I trying to understand it. You want to understand it too, right? You don't understand it either? Was this fulfilling of a week? Yeah.
Everybody is whispering.
No, a gentleman got a different spin to it, right? I ain't quite agree with him.
Let him
But
speak then.
fulfilling the week means fulfilling his brother duties, his marriage duties for that particular week,
Yes.
which is going in onto her and being the husband he's supposed to be. Then they had a second wedding day. Shh. Boy, you might get it real sweet. Anyhow, all right.
I am hearing all the little whisperings, but I'm not hearing exactly. But the fulfilling of the week, Brother Steve, because when in those ancient times, and the Lord, even when the Israelites, after they came out of Egypt, God has said that a man was supposed to fulfill his duties to his wife for a year. He was not supposed to go to war or anything, but he was to make his wife happy and be with her a year. But Leah would have only had a week because of the trick the father played. So then Rachel came into being. And I don't know, but when the Lord, it says when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, Rachel's womb was... All right, Brother Steve. Anyway, what was the name of Rachel's handmaid? Bilhah, yeah. And Leah also had a handmaid as well. What was her name? All right. Leah, what was the name of Leah's firstborn son? Reuben, and she had another son. And what was his name? Simeon. And the third one was Levi. We're going to have to close here because our time is gone. And then she had another one. It was Judah, yes. And then she left off bearing. So we're going to start from chapter 30 next week. Please come prepared. Thank you.